Hey, it's day 26 of Veda, and Veda's getting long, and I kind of just want it to end now. But I'm gonna keep doing it, and that becomes a nice segue into what I was going to talk about today, which is things that I've learned this year. One of the things that I've learned this year is that when you make a commitment, you need to see it through. It's becoming recently evident as I've worked in group projects and just on committees and different things, that people are looked down upon when they do not do what they say they are going to do, or if they sign up for a committee or a group or something and then don't do it. Changing your mind is fine, but if you have made a commitment to something, you need to see it through. So that's thing number one that I've learned. Another thing that I've learned is that you have to have passion about what you do. You just have to. Several people in the teacher education program obviously are not passionate about being teachers, and they kind of hate their lives. They hate doing the assignments for classes, and I know I complain sometimes about these assignments because I think that they're not very good ones, or they're not going to help me grow, but I am passionate about being a teacher, and that's my driving force behind everything that I do. I know that I need to do this to make a difference in the world. Thing number 3 that I think I've learned is that you can make a difference in the world. And maybe not in like the entire global world, you're not going to be on the news or whatever, but you can make a difference in the world of one person, or of your group, or of your community. And just, I don't know, some of the things that I've done this year that I wouldn't have even thought would have affected people. The responses I've got that tell me that what I did mattered. I mean, even if it's just Campbell Hall, or even if it's just the honors program, you matter, basically, I guess. I've learned a lot of things this year, honestly, but the last thing I'm going to talk about that I learned is that you need to set goals for yourself when you start something. But if you don't make those goals, don't count your project as an automatic failure. Don't count the endeavor as an automatic failure. You may have failed at the goals that you set, but they may not have been the goals that you should have set. They may not be the goals that really determine success, and you may have succeeded in a very different way than you expected. Just for example, I guess what I'm really referring to is our think tank project, in that we set many quantitative goals of, like, if we reach this many people in these social media networks, if we give out this many t-shirts, then we will be successful. And we failed almost every one of those goals. But the goals we made is that we actually affected the people who did our project. They actually realized that, they were capable of doing things that made them uncomfortable. They were capable of exploring new things that they had never done before, and they were capable of learning stuff from just going to a new restaurant. And we realized that that was the real goal of our project, and that we succeeded in that. And so our project was successful, but not in the ways that we wanted it to be originally. And that goes for everything, not just think tank projects, obviously. Just because you failed in your original goal, like if you didn't get an A in a class that you had set a goal to get an A in, maybe you learned a lot from it. And that's a different type of success that is just as, or maybe even more legitimate than the success of the original goal that you had. I guess that was a pretty deep Veda for today, but yeah, that's what I've learned this year. I'll see you guys tomorrow. There's only a few days left in Veda.